All right, we're up to number 31, which is why are we happy or sad? It's not a new question in the world. It's probably one of the most difficult questions to try to answer because there's so much on it, and uh, obviously I'm not the first, won't be the last to speak about it. Maybe I can give some ideas and concepts that I think help me understand how to be truly happy, always happy, and why we are sad. So first of all, I think it's worth mentioning the Baal Shem Tov. The Baal Shem Tov says the main rule in serving God is that you should keep yourself from sadness and depression to the very best of your ability. Like he says, that's the main rule. You have to go away from sadness. And he says the main thing is that you should always be happy. This is especially true when you are bound to God. Without joy, it is impossible to be attached to God constantly. So we see already that happiness is like one of the most important thing, and you can't really serve God. You can't have a real Judaism. You can't be attached to God. You can't basically live a real life without happiness. And the more you work on happiness, the more you'll be able to serve God, to be happily religious, and just as a human being, even if someone is not religious, he'll be happy. So there's the misconception is that we think that what makes us happy is when we get things, meaning it's something external. Real happiness is internal. And what that means is that happiness means what you already have. What you already have is what's gonna give you happiness. And I think what we are not aware of, what we're not careful of, is about everything we have. Did you ever make a list of everything you have? Meaning everything physical. Everything you have in your room, everything you have in your house, all the garments you have, everything you have in your body, on your body, all the many things that happens inside your body, all the emotions that you're able to feel, all the experience you already were able to have. If you just make a list of those things, this is gonna be probably a few hundreds of pages, and it's worth trying to write that long list. And so that's more on a materialistic way. But the truth is, I want to read you from book Getting to Know Yourself. He says like that the real inner joy, the real joy of existence, is that as opposed to acquiring something or have a desire for something, acquire something, oh, that makes me happy. That's a level of joy, but there's a high level of joy. There is a kind of joy and peace that comes from merely existing. Chazal say of this, who is wealthy? He who is happy with his lot. So he's happy because of his existence, not because of what he owns, right? And basically what it means is that one needs to live without desire. Now, don't get me wrong, we need desires. But I'm saying that if I base my happiness and my inner joy, or I focus my life on what I need to get in order to be happy, then I won't achieve the real happiness. Real happiness exists already there. So I truly believe that there are 5 levels of happiness, based on Rabbi Noach Weinberg Zatzal. It corresponds to the 5 levels of the souls, and it works like that. There's the physical, the lowest one is the physical happiness. Physical joy comes from all the physical we have, all the instincts, everything I'm able to experience with my 5 senses, very physical oriented, and everything I'm able to experience by looking at things. God gave me all that, the ability, just the ability to be able to experience my five senses, everything around me. That's should give me already constant joy. Then there's a higher level of joy, a happiness, which is the ability to experience emotions. That's I have in me a soul that is able to experience love and all those different feelings, excitement, humor. That's in itself in me, and I should just be rejoicing to have all those abilities. Then I have the intellectual pleasure, the ability to think of the world, to think of God, to think of have amazing thoughts, meditation, all those dreams, that the ability to think and imagine and rejoice through learning. That's intellectual happiness. Then there's a spiritual happiness, the ability to experience spiritual things when we meditate, when we learn, when we speak to God. This is a more a spiritual connection. And then there's the fifth one, which is the ability to experience God himself, to know that I'm part of God. And those five are always there in us, and if we use it the right way, we'll always be happy. And I don't necessarily need to go get something. I have those things in me. I just have to know how to use it well. Now, I truly believe that if you want to be happy, the most important thing is to know who you are, meaning know what's your purpose. The person who is sad, who is depressed, who wants to commit suicide, is someone who believes he has no purpose in life. He's here by accidents. Everything that he experienced, all the struggles are in vain. All the suffering is in vain, and doesn't go anywhere. There's no lessons to learn. It's just pure coincidence. So a person like that will never be happy. The person who is happy is the person who understands he is a soul. He's a piece of God. He's holy. He's pure. God loves him more than anybody else in the world. That's why technically even a person who is alone or doesn't have so many friends or so many relatives or so many people that love him, he knows that God loves him more than anyone in the world. And that he has a specific mission, a specific purpose. Without him, the world is not important. The world matters because of him, and everything he does matters. Imagine that with yourself. If you really understand that you are that piece of God, you're a soul, and you are tremendously holy, and you are here for a specific purpose, it's impossible not to be happy. There's that inner joy. Obviously, you might have a baggage that prevent you to think like that, and blockage to prevent you from feeling that thing. But this is the work, to go inside of you and truly believe that you have that super pure and holy soul, and that you're loved tremendously by God. The best way to experience love of God is from other people. But if you know that you're alive, meaning just the fact that you're alive, that God gives you life now, this in itself is a proof that he loves you, and that it should give you inner happiness, inner joy. The real inner joy comes from the soul. When the soul connects to truth, the truth that you're a soul, the truth that you're here for a mission, the truth that you have a specific purpose, that you're unique, you matter, then when the soul gets excited, the soul vibrates. That's why when someone learns and he hears something true, he gets so excited. There's something that resonates in him. We're in a world of meaning. Meaning means truth. I mean, not always, but when one connects the meaning to truth, usually the soul vibrates and get excited. So our true happiness is we expand that truth, we expand the meaning of why I'm here, and that's why it's so important that everybody should find his mission. If everybody we're looking for the mission, everybody will be happy. Everybody understand and feel unique, and doesn't have to compare himself to others. He'll be happy with what he has. He will understand he's special, and that's where the self-love will come. We won't need anybody to make us happy. So I really encourage everybody, if you go away from sadness, run away from it, stop forgetting what people say about you. Understand who you are. Find out your mission. Become that unique person that you are, that beautiful person you are, and that's the best way you'll be able to connect to God and to live sadness. So it's very exciting that I know. I hope you all be able to achieve your true happiness. So good luck.